Hi, my name is Janet Dewey. I was born again when I was 8 years old, and when I was in junior high, I went to youth camp. That week, I dedicated not only my life, but my career and my marriage to God. I ended up having the marriage thing before the career thing. A wonderful man came into my life 34 years ago. I met him at this church, and God's plan for my life was not to go to college. And the career I've had, I would not be able to have if it wasn't for that man beside me, supporting me and helping me. My first job was at an auto wrecker. I did not know then that the things I was learning there, I would still be applying 34 years later. My foray into management was because I could count the same pile of parts twice and end up with the same number. That company shut down, and I followed my supervisor to another company. And it was at that job that I saw my friends getting promoted and getting a lot of increase. And it was there that I dedicated all my increase. And I told him that I would be a good steward of that increase. My next job, before I got that job, Glenn and I sat down and said, what is the perfect role for Janet? What does Janet want? What does Glenn want out of that? We prayed about it. We agreed that was my job. And that job found me a few short weeks later. It was in the middle of the dot-com time. They told me to leave in the middle of the recession. Glenn and I again got together and said, what is it that Janet needs for a job? And we prayed about it. We agreed that that would be the job, but it took 16 months for that job to find me. In that 16 months, I did a lot of checkup from the neck up, because in my previous role, I'd fallen into pride. And I had forgotten that everything that I know comes from Him. Everything that I do through Him. This role that I have now, I now view as an assignment from heaven. It's not something that is a job to bring me money. It is an assignment for me to affect the lives of the people around me and the people that I work with. There have been many times when I sit in a room full of professionals, people with MBAs, and they don't know what to do. But I will pause, and I will know I'm supposed to speak, and I won't know what I'm going to say until my ears hear it. It is a divine guidance of what needs to be done to solve the problem that we're talking about. I had one of my vice presidents tell me that I had solved a problem they didn't know existed. And as a thank you for that, they formed a department for me. And the role that I have now is to bring $3 billion of business together that is the largest tech merger in history. I don't have a college degree, but I have the Holy Ghost. And He tells me what I need to know, when I need to know it, and I interact with people in the same way that I want to be interacted with. He's the Lord through me, and He answers every question that they have. And as I approach people from a position of, I just want to help, it opens doors of favor. I end up getting awards for things that I don't even know I've done. In the 6 years I've worked for this company, I have had a 25% increase. But along with that favor and promotion has come a responsibility to be a good steward of that financial increase. Glenn and I together have been told to give. We're regular tithers here, and we also give offerings over and above our tithe. We have been instructed to provide for our friends, for our family of a financial nature. And every time we are obedient to that gift, I get a financial benefit at work. There have been times when the giving hurt, and it was hard, but I knew within myself that I was being tested. Was I going to be obedient to my commitment to be a good steward of the increase that I got as I gave Him my career? And as I yield to that and I yield to Him, additional favor and promotion comes. And it is because I have realized that without Him I am nothing, but with Him I can do all things.